challenge with Pittsburgh, three lines and all the depth they have from a defensive standpoint?
Yeah, I think they're a team that's been really good on the road this year. I think their road record's one of the best in the league. So we like where our game's at right now. Minus that Edmonton game, obviously, but before that, the last however many games, we've really put together some good games. So we're just focused on ourselves and coming out and getting that first shift good start. Going from there.
When you see who's on the ice, I mean, how much everyone's going to have to be aware that you might be out there with Crosby, or the next shift might be Malkin, or the next shift might be Carter. I mean, it's an unusual way to play. I know. How does that change the game for you?
Yeah, I don't think it changes too much with us. I mean, every team you're playing against, their star players. So obviously you got to be aware who's on the ice. And I think our game is a simple game when we're playing our best. And so if we just play simple, you don't really have to have your head on a swivel at all times and watch guys. You can kind of just get the pucks in deep, play behind them, and play hard because sometimes those guys don't like hard games, and the harder you make it for them, the less chances they're going to have.
You guys had a terrible game against Florida. You bounce back and win. You have a terrible game against Edmonton. Bounce back on the trip again, and that's not something necessarily we might have seen earlier in the year. What is it about the mental makeup of this team now that's allowing you guys to separate from one game to the next?
Yeah, I think we said from the beginning of the year it's building blocks this year, and going forward it's progress, and obviously you see that throughout the year. We've gotten better and better, and I think at the beginning of the year you could see 10-minute spurts where we're playing our game, and it's pretty cool to see how good we can play when we all play the same way and play together. And I think lately we're just able to do it on a more consistent basis and for a longer period of time in the game. So as soon as we get to doing that for 60 minutes every night, it's gonna be fun when we can do that.
What's it like for you? You come back from the injury, and now you're with Krebs and Cousins, two huge prospect guys. The organization has a lot of stock in. What's that like playing with those two guys?
Yeah, it's awesome. They're two super skilled guys, super young, and I'm not too old, but I feel like I'm the old guy with them. So it's fun. It's really fun to play with them, and they're really hungry to be better every game, every day, every practice. So it's been great.
On Monday, Kevin said that he felt there was more value keeping you here with the guys than getting draft picks or anything like that. And he also said he would be interested in moving forward with you as a player, for future. How was it to hear that, number one, and number two, would you be interested in moving forward here as a Sabre and maybe getting a contract or something done?
Yeah, I think coming here this summer before the season, I wanted to come here and kind of have those conversations and talk to Kevin and Donnie. And I know a lot of guys might say coming here like they're super excited to be here and they want to be here, but that's truly something I took pride in, and I want to be here. They took a chance on me, and I've loved it here so far. I like playing for Donnie. I love the team, and I think it's a good position where I'm kind of an older guy and not one of the leaders of the team, but a kind of a secondary leadership role where I've been through so much adversity in my career. So whenever one of these young guys like Cuzzy, Krebsy, whatever, is going through something, I could talk to him and be like, okay, you missed a couple shifts here. It's not the end of the world. I've sat out for 10, 15 games in a row, so you're always going to have adversity in your career, and when you could bounce back from that, it's good. So, yeah, I'd be super interested in this place where I want to be. I mean, I don't want to keep moving around. I want to be somewhere that I love, and I love it here. So.
Were you nervous at all Monday?
I think my wife was more nervous. She's having a baby in April, her second one. So, obviously, there's always a chance, and you don't know till it passes. But we both wanted to stay here pretty badly, so we're happy how it worked out.
Don was just saying that not just your work, but the way you compete separates you and makes you the player you are. I mean, just I guess, where does that come from? Has that always been I guess it's probably always been a part of your game, but just how have you utilized it over the years, I guess, if you follow me?
Yeah, I think looking back on my whole life, I've always been a hard worker in everything I did, and I think that comes from my parents. Both working growing up, working really hard to keep me playing hockey, keep my sister doing things, and never took anything for granted. So the only time my dad would be mad at me growing up was if he thought I wasn't working hard in a game. So he wouldn't be mad if I didn't score, or if we lost. It'd just be if I wasn't out there working my hardest, whether it's a game or practice. So I think my parents did a good job instilling that into me as a kid, and it's definitely something that I'll do with my son and the rest of my kids that we have. So I think that's where it comes from.
This has been a losing organization, and you guys are trying to change the culture here. You chose to come here, and you said just now how much you've enjoyed it. That what has surprised you about this that maybe you didn't know about being here with this club and this organization?
I think everyone's got Twitter, right? And you're reading stuff, and the past couple years, it's just all negativity around Buffalo. And until you're in the locker room, you don't actually realize how close it is to being something really good and what they're building here. So just seeing that from the outside, and you have a different perspective. I'm sure it's even like the fans. You don't get to see the inside the locker room, really how close-knit this team is and how close it is to being something really special. So I think being a part of it is something really cool, and it's something that I'd like to be a part of in the next few years, helping the change.
Are you two line mates just scratching the surface right now? I mean, both are playing well, but are they just scratching the surface right now, what they can be?
Yeah, I think so, and I think they're going to be superstars. They can be superstars. They're great right now, but it's their decision if they want to be superstars, and I know they both want to. It's all going to be about, like we talk about, hard work and dedication and commitment to perfecting their craft and stuff like that. So, I mean, because he's 21 years old and he's already played 100 games and look where he's at. Give him another 100, he's, 22, 23, and then, I mean, these guys have nothing but bright futures, and it's going to be exciting to watch.
Talk about being inside the locker room, and you see different than what the perception is. But when did you first? Was it when you got in the locker room, or was it when you talked to Kevin and Don that you truly realized that things were different than the perception?
Yeah, obviously, free agency. You talk to the Donnie and Kevin in the summer, and they kind of talk about what they're trying to build. But until you're really in the locker room, intertwined with the guys, and really in that room, getting ready for games and hearing the talk and chatter and getting excited, being on the road with the guys, that's when you really realize how special it is here and how close we are to being a special team.
Thanks, Vinny.
Yep.